from actually using the full 100 megabytes a second it should be on. So, guys, I think we're in, guys. Everything's looking good. Stu G's in the building. What's up, bro? All good, legend. Okay, we're back. We're going to do an AMA, guys. So we're going to trade Bitcoin on the lower time frames. I'm actually going to trade BTC on Alpha on my exchange, my DEX. We're also going to look at the trading bot as well. So if you come here, guys, the trading bot actually did come out of its last trade, the MDX Trading Bot. I will monitor this as well with you guys on stream. You can get that at Bingx. You know the freaking deal, guys. But yeah, so the trading bot's doing really well now, guys. The actual profits, the copiers have made is about $2.1 thousand on the last trade. ROI is 5%, up 22% here as well. And a lot of people, guys, for some reason, are following. If you can see this, they're following my spot account. Guys, don't follow this. Don't follow my spot account. This is not what you want to be following. You want to be following the Bingx Perpetual Futures. This is where you actually make more Bitcoin. The spot account will make more money. Like if you look at my current positions open, I have many trades which are in profit on my Bingx spot account, because obviously this is totaling up what I'm making more in US dollars on the Bitcoin I've bought on those trades. But that's amateur trading. What you want to be doing is using perpetual futures, and you want to be increasing the amount of Bitcoin you have. So you can increase the dollars can go up, but you want to increase the Bitcoin. Anyway, there's no point me even waffling on right now. We have 60 people in here, 50 people. I think we're dying off. That beginning of the stream freaked everybody out. Let's see if I can actually increase the throughput of this now. I'm just going to basically, when I actually finish this stream in however long, in many hours time, I'm just going to go to the beginning of the stream, and then I'm going to change the settings and make it so it starts from a later date on the video. Okay, guys, hopefully it's all nice and clear. Hello, mate. Ask me any questions you want in the chat. It's going to be a long-ass stream. We got £2. Someone sent me, hello, mate. What's up? Trender. But I'm back. Burj Khalifa life. Let's talk about the freaking charts. So, guys, the itty-bitty baby, the itty-bitty bad boy, is not being a bad boy. It's actually behaving itself extremely well at the moment. Look at this absolute giga move we've had. Just to recap, I'll tell you what I think on the short term, because I did say on my chat, on the video title, it's going to be a 1 minute. I'm going to go on the 1 minute charts, okay? So, guys, as we all know, the long to short ratio is nuts. Everyone is just shorting this to craziness. Hopefully it's looking okay. So, guys, we still have 60% of the market on the 24-hour time period is shorting the market. So what that means is, in general, if retail traders on Binance, this is Binance Retail, so basically not very advanced, sophisticated traders, if they're all shorting the market, what usually happens is that is fuel for the price to rise, because when they get stopped out or liquidated, they actually get stopped out. Guys, also hit the like button, guys. For all that BS at the beginning, absolutely smash that like button. It doesn't really look like this video is being promoted right now. It's only got like 86 viewers, which is fine. I don't care if it's one viewer. I'll go to a pub and I'll sit there and chat about charts to one person and give them exactly the same analysis I'm doing now. So the amount of views doesn't faze me. I would just like you to hit the like button, legends. Hit the dopamine button. Bash it. Hit the like button to get some more people in here. Anyway, so yeah, Bitcoin's been having a really nice move to the upside, guys. Everybody knows that, and a lot of the reason for that is the fuel is these short positions are actually getting stopped out and liquidated on the way up. I said before, guys, that you want to be looking to, when we had the buy the rumor, sell the news event of the Bitcoin ETF, I was saying that hopefully everything's working. Camera just made a noise. So here, guys, I was saying that what you want to be doing is buying all the relevant support levels on the way down. And Bitcoin actually did the most bullish thing it could have done, which was it just found support on its prior SR level. And this level here, guys, was exactly where the market found support. And I said on my tweets, you guys know from Twitter, I'll go and just recap everything I said. Oh, yeah, Gareth as well. Fucking hell. Gareth's been shorting all the way up. We'll speak about Gareth in a minute and the hecticness we've got there. But surprise, surprise, motherfuckers. The king is back. Yes, let's go, brother. Theodore. Theodore? Or Theodore? Buka. Mr. Theodore Buka. Absolute legendary message there. Yeah, that's freaking Conor McGregor style. So yeah, what you can see, guys, I was saying on my Twitter, if I can get it up. Hopefully the internet is working nicely now. Yeah, it's been still a little bit weird on Twitter as well. But why is that not loading? Okay, that's me in the gym, legends, smashing out some weights. So just want to make sure I just go through this from the beginning, guys. So yeah, the tweet is somewhere. It's just, I'm literally just getting frustrated on this stream right now. Like, why is it not loading? Like, why can't do a fucking live stream and my shit not load? I'm just getting pissed off. I'm just like, guys, load, leggies. Where's the tweet? Just like, God. Oh, I can't live like this. Okay, here it is. So yeah, I was saying, guys, on the way down, you want to be buying all the relevant support levels. And 38.35 was the top side of this ascending triangle. And that's, guys, we came down to this area here. And we bounced off it. Actually, we bounced off around 38, 39K. Okay, so that was the first area you want to be looking for. The bounce trade. That's what we've got. So Bitcoin came down to that region there. That's where it was. Got the bounce off it. It's absolutely gigged it to the upside. Then we had this area here, guys, where we did a stream, and I was saying that if we hold above $42,000, nice SR level, the likelihood is we'll go to around, I think it was about, I was saying 46,700, and then I was looking for a short. That short got stopped out. I would just add it to the fuel to the upside, and then we know that the MDX Trading Bot got long from here and then took profit all the way up here, and then this move here, we'll see what happens if it comes back down for the next entry on the bot. But the last MDX Algo bot trade was from here and then got it out here at about a 13% win. You can actually just go and check the transfer records and the trade history, sorry. Last trade it made was up 12.74%. Last trade before that was a loss of 1.8%, and then one before that was up 5.7%, guys. And I'm not going to go into that even more, but I do recommend you should be automating a proportion of your portfolio. You should definitely be automating your money. And that's what I do. I automate 50% of my cash in the crypto markets. It's been increasingly going up over time. But you can get access to the MDX Trading Bot for free at bingx.com, legends. You can see the thing written at the bottom of the screen. On Bybit and Bingx, I recommend Bingx. We actually did an update to the old website earlier. We just made it a little bit more simple, guys. We actually put a how to get started, step 1, step 2, step 3, and then we show basically the way, to get started with the trading bot. So just go to this link here. I'll obviously get the trading bot link out the way from the beginning. Up here into there. Someone can probably pin that, one of the mods. But guys, ask me questions in this stream as well. I'm going to be here for a long time. I'm going to do a long stream today. I'm up for it. So, yeah, now we've made all the move up, guys. The bongs, whatever. The bot, sorry, is long. And now we're going to look at some lower tight time frames because everyone's screaming, what do we do now? What's the next thing to play? What's Bitcoin going to do? So the thing is about the market, guys, is that when the market is trending, you don't want to get in the way of it. The trend is your friend. This is the saying. And there's another quote which is said in the trading sphere, which is, you don't want to cut the flowers too early. You want to let the flowers blossom, okay? You want to let the flowers grow. You want to cut them too early, when you cut them for the winter or whatever. So we want to let the flowers blossom, and that indicatively means that you want to allow this to run, and you don't want to try and sell or short into the uptrend, because there's nothing here on this uptrend we've got from $42,000 which is spelling out any weakness. The market is rising, the price is going up, no one's selling, everybody's buying. So you don't want to go into this and be like, okay, well, let's actually just try and short into these levels when we've got an all-time breakout of a previous high price. When you've got, you say, you guys know one of my famous trades, which would be the retest of the high trade. When you've got some logical levels you can look at in terms of resistance levels, you got some prior price action. You look to the left, you got some prior price action. Yeah, you can stab at the dark at some shorts and some longs and potentially play those reversal trades. And if you inverted it on this specific trade, which was a stopped out short from me, that would have been are we going to get the double bottom scenario? So you can play those types of trades, but when you're in a blue sky breakout, and I wouldn't call this, technically speaking, an actual blue sky breakout, because a blue sky breakout definition, if you go by the book, if you go by the definition in the textbook, a blue sky breakout would be that we break the all-time high and there's absolutely no resistance above Bitcoin. We're almost at the same point because we've made an all-time high this year, and also the price action between where we are now and the top, this was multiple years ago, so there's not going to be much orders left in order books on exchanges at these levels, because most people would have just been bought out the trade, they would have sold, they would have come out, and they would have exited those positions. So we're not there yet, but it's very close. And what you want to be doing, guys, is just going with the trend. The bot's long. It was long, actually took profit, but it's not in a position now. Probably get into a long if it retraces. You don't want to be looking to short into this. There's nothing on this chart which is giving you any evidence of weakness. The only, I was saying on stream with the guys on Monday, this is the level you want to be buying. And I said on stream, I was like, guys, 48K is probably going to be a buy. And everyone's like, what do you mean buy? It's like buying the all-time high. The thing is, guys, the next trade here, just to go down some educational stuff, this level here, right, is the level that we came to and we broke through it. If we had got the deviation like this back in and then into that as resistance, that would be your signal to get into a short. If you break through the prior high and then see it as resistance on a retest, that's the only way you can get into a trade for logical SR. So this actual trade point here would have been into it, and because we came at this area from above it, it's a buy. It's a strict SR trade. And I was saying, guys, 48K is probably going to be a buy for me. And a lot of guys in the VIP group, obviously the VIP group is here. Everybody in this group did actually take that trade. I think I actually did a pro signals on it. Let me find the pro signals chat. So I think I spoke about it around. Here we go. So who's going to take the bounce trade at 48K? Put a green light if you did, and we got 44 green lights on that. Okay, so that's not the whole community, obviously, but that's a lot of people there taking trades in the community on that bounce trade at 48K. So really, really cool. This is the VIP group, by the way, guys, all the traders here. And these guys are absolutely fucking creme de la creming it in Z markets. If you come to the wins P&L, you know, one of the things we say, look at this, he's absolutely smashing it, leggies. But yeah, one of the things I say in my VIP group, guys, is that if you come into this, you know, it's very unlikely you're not going to be profitable within 3 months, or at least make some substantial differences or progress in your trading. I'm just going to hit all the emojis, make this shit go on. So yeah, guys, you could come into this VIP group at mdxalgo.com. But anyway, so yeah, that's the trade here, 48K. Now we've moved up. There's no evidence of breaking down just yet, guys, and I'm going to sit on the lower time frames. I just did that quick little bit of, you know, recap because I've spoken about it a billion times, but there's really nothing here, guys, which is there's no evidence of this breaking down. Whether you have people on the internet saying, oh yeah, but you know the RSI is overbought and this is happening and freaking stochastics moving up and oh we can't, this is not sustainable, it needs to do this, all these things, and all these indicators they're looking at, they have to have some type of actual structure change for them to be valid. Okay, so you can go by everything's overbought the whole time, but the market being overbought means that there are buyers, there are more buyers. You know, you don't want to be looking at the RSI and saying if you're overbought, you're looking to get away from it. I've actually got a video in my trading course, which is called RSI, Relative Strength Mastery. And I actually speak about how you should really be using the RSI in the correct way, because you don't want to be going against the RSI. You actually want to be playing into the overbought and into the oversold and continue those trends, because when things become overbought or oversold, they can actually stay in those states for very, very long. And to try and counter trade that, you're going to end up, there is a strategy, but you can do reversal trading with it, and you can reverse against the RSI when it's overbought or oversold. But you need multiple indicators with lots of confluence, and you have to be prepared to go underwater. What I would say is look at the middle line and actually play off the middle line of the RSI and say, okay, look, if it comes back into it, I want to play into the overbought or oversold. Similar to here, very good trade would have been here. You can see that the RSI came down onto the middle line here, and you have a small, this is the MDX indicator. I don't know if you can actually see that because I might have my screen in the way. So you can see this is a great example of using the RSI correctly, and these small dots here, so that small little dot there, are actually the ones you want to be looking at on this indicator specifically. And I have a whole video of this on my trading course where I speak about, you can use, you know, the overbought and oversold signatures to do reversal trading. But actually, the win rate and the profitability is actually what you want to be doing is you want to wait for the RSI to break above the midline, okay? And then it comes back in, and then when you get these switches off it, when it goes from medium to overbought, you get these small little signatures, which are called confluence or continuation signatures, and then bang. These are the trades you want to be getting with the RSI and significantly higher win rate using like that. And I actually have a video in my trading course, guys. You can get my trading course at mdxalgo.com, you know that. And I kind of did a little 10-second overview, but I go really deep into the actual nuances and how to actually use it technically. So guys, on the lower time frames, guys, we are now on the 30-minute. We're getting there. It says 1 minute on the freaking charts, and we're going to start trading on Alpha. I'm going to take some trades with you guys on alpha.exchange. This is my DEX. So I have completely got the most peace of mind in the world. No VPN, no KYC, no SBF, no fucking bullshit. I'm looking over there, guys, because that's the way the stream is, but I should be looking this way. How do you like the stream anyway, guys? All looking good? Everything's looking good. Lots of questions coming in as well. We'll do lots of questions in a minute. The stream at the beginning was fucked on this one, but we'll go back. So we got A-Rash in the building, Archer 7, Legends. Yeah, ask me loads of questions, guys. I'm going to do questions on this stream. So alpha.exchange is my exchange, guys. Just go on alpha.exchange. That's the URL. I'm going to trade on it live. And I keep that quite secret because obviously we want to make sure that it's DEX, discreet. Anyway, I'll go into that later. So, guys, on the price action lower time frames, right now we have auto charting tools on. So this is an indicator which I've built, and what it does is it shows you the high highs, high lows, and everything else on there, and support and resistance. So a lot of people are going to go, oh, but you know, like, isn't it time to get into? Is it time to sell Bitcoin? Yeah, there are logical sells, and if you are prepared on a medium to long-term time frame to sell Bitcoin for it to retrace, it's quite probable that Bitcoin will be below $51,700 in the future, but it's not guaranteed. So what you want to do as a scalp trader, at a lower time frame scalp trader, is you want to wait for relevant levels to break, okay? So obviously, guys, you can see here this blue box. These two wicks are very, very important for the price of Bitcoin. Let me get my freaking charts going. These two levels here are very, very important, guys. So what I'll do is on the chart now, I'll literally do this live with you. We're going to take some trades on the basis of this anyway. You would draw a ray along here, which would say that is actually a very crucial level of support and actually could end up being an SR level, okay? So here's support, here's support, here's support. Every single time we bounced off it. So if we come back to it, guess what, guys? It's going to be another buy. That's kind of counterintuitive. People say, oh, if it comes there, shouldn't you sell it? No, no. You would buy this level first, okay? If we then rally back off this, make a lower high and come back into it, fine. You actually could even buy it again because you might even get another bounce. But I would say probably you get... Look, this comes with experience. The more times you're going to hit a support level, the more likely it is to break because this is an order book. So essentially from here to here, you're going to have lots of people with buy orders set because you can see it's been bought up off that price. And if you keep hitting it, it means that the sellers are beginning to take control because that order book is eventually going to get exhausted because all the buy orders are getting soaked up every single time you hit it. So eventually it's going to break. And what you usually find is that you get descending formations. So you get like this. I kind of already know this in the community, but I'm just doing it from the beginning, the educational side. So that would be a buy here for me, guys, on the price point of $1,200. Very simple trade there for a buy. And then my shorts, the short for me, it would either be trying to short into highs, but I'm not going to go into that in a second. I would rather just do it the classical way. But what I'd say is wait for a break of it and then a retest of it as resistance, and that would be your short. And that would be a much nicer trade to get into a short, waiting for this level to get retested. It might not get there perfectly like the textbook. That's fine. But there might be, a few... It's not always going to be on the actual numbers because this is a chaotic 24/7 crazy market smashed leveraged market. Like there's no way, you can sit here and be like, get it perfect every time. The part you're going to get better is when you have the experience of what does happen, and sometimes it shoots above it, sometimes it shoots under it, and you have different types of stops, and you have different types of entries, and you use odd numbers. I actually recommend everyone in my group to use odd numbers. Use stuff like 7-3, try and front run sometimes depending. That all comes, with the nuances of this whole game. So yeah, that's going to be a buy for me, guys. 51,900. Let me just... This will be a nice buy here, guys. So if we come down to this, that's where I look to buy. Obviously, you could say if you did come down to it now, the trade you're looking for, the next trade could potentially be a fib up on it. So if you actually draw a fib down, and then you said, where's it going to come back to? You would draw a fib tool from the top. That's actually the wrong fucking one. I can't see nothing, sir. So what you'd look to do, guys, is get some sort of golden pocket retracement on this. If it came to there, you'd actually say, if it comes to here, that's where you look for that short back down. That'd be another trade as well. And guys, obviously, right as of now, we're not there yet. So popping back up, lower high, you could get into it as well. But that's the only level you're really going to look for shorts is here. There could be a short play here as well if it begins to fail at the Fibonacci 618. But those are the only two short plays I can really see here. And then the rest, guys, like I'm going to say, is going to be buying the level, okay? So you buy here. This actually is a buy as well, but it's already been wicked off it because obviously another level. But you're continually looking to buy this because there is no evidence of this breaking down. The price of Bitcoin is rising. Don't just think, okay, now's the time to short because now, everything's changed in my head. The price is rising because people are buying. So you need to wait for at least some evidence of structure breaking, which would be something like this and this level getting broken. We got cool. Someone's ringing me on my phone and I'm using my phone right now. Oh, shit. Is it them? Oh, I actually have to take that call as well. Fuck. I can't take the call, legends. Like, how am I going to live my life normally? I can't take the call now, obviously, I'm on stream. How's that going to work? Take the camera down. Yeah, I can't take the call now. I do need to take that call. Fucking hell. Oh god, life. Anyway, so yeah, what we're looking for, guys, is some evidence that this is going to break down, and this is the level to break. And then apart from that, you're looking to buy. You're long until proven. Otherwise, you're literally continuously buying these relevant support levels on Z price chart. So because there's no evidence that the price is going to nuke because there is no difference in structure. The only way you can get some evidence is that when the structure moves, all your indicators can say what they say, and they can give you an insight into maybe what's going to happen next, and you can play trades on the basis of that. but the price structure and what it's doing, the actual where the price is the reality of the situation. So the short is when you lose this level, there's going to be a buy here and a buy here for sure, bouncing off these. And then if we break this level here, say this is the resistance point we've got now, actually between here and here. If you come back into this, you buy these levels. Let's say you bought here, comes into this back in. If you start getting some sort of ascending formation, that's a great sign. Continue with your longs. If you buy here, let's just say it went down to there, and you have the same movement to here, back down, high, low, another ascending formation. Is looking a little bit fucking. Make it nice and simple. So you have an ascending formation, could be panning out from here, continue. Or if it does, the price come to here, that'd be your next buy. Does it come to there, and then do you get the higher low structures coming in and then continue as well. So the price action is very important. But we will take some trades, guys. I'm going to go on lower. I'm going to keep going lower and lower for you legends. What time frame do you want, legends? Oh, fuck. The stream looks like it's freaking out. Let me just turn down the KPS again. You know, I used to like streaming, but I'm just not up for it anymore. Like, everything is shit in this freaking flat. Like, I just want a clean, nice stream where it's not freaking out the whole time. Can you guys tell me if the stream's nice and smooth? That'd be great. So, we're on the 50-minute leggies. Let's really get down into this. It's going to be fun. I'm also going to go on the lower time frames on the indicators, because the indicators are absolutely going to be annihilating this type of price action. You have buy, signal, sell, signal, buy. So it's just because the volatility is back on the lower time frames, and these indicators are designed to essentially take money from, let's just say, novice traders, because when you're trading high volatility, it means that the price action is usually built up of less experienced traders as more and more people are excited about the price movements. When there's a lot of excitement in the market, it means that you have more participants in the market, which means there's going to be lots of really good traders and then lots of really bad traders. And all you're trying to do is take money from the bottom 50% of traders, because they're the ones losing. And then if they lose, you win. So the indicators are essentially just going to be very, very good in highly volatile markets, because they're designed essentially just to be very, very flat, make decisions, trade with predetermined variants that don't change. But bad traders aren't doing that. They're just suddenly getting excited, then they're getting emotional, then they're getting pissed off, then they're revenge trading, and they're making extremely really erratic emotional decisions, and the bot is just not going to do that. So lower time frame indicators is going to be amazing. We actually could follow the indicators on this whole stream. I'll just literally trade with the indicators on lower time frames and then put the stops relevant places. And some of the indicator what was that guy the other day who had a sick setup? You guys are probably watching this now. If you're in the group, in the VIP group, put in some of your indicator setups. So this is a really nice setup as well. This guy is obviously using a combination of our indicators. So he's using focus. I think he actually wrote what he was using here. I think I asked him what was his setup. Let me find it. Anyway, the combinations are mental of what you can use with these indicators to get yourself into, you know, your technique and what you want to use. Let me find that freaking message. Was it in chat instead? I don't know. Maybe it's in MDX indicators. One second. Anyway, there's a billion different things you can be using, guys, on these indicators, because essentially we've got probably the most comprehensive suite of indicators you can have. We actually have now got, if you look on the indicators on TradingView, and we're going to be building this into the portal as well, so you'll be able to get access to all of these just within the portal as well. So when you click on indicators, you'll be able to use these within this, not just on TradingView. But if you go on invite-only scripts, these are all the indicators we offer now, and there's just unlimitless customer. You can customize these to your blue in the face. So yeah, you can see here, guys, these little gray markers. These are showing you where the higher highs and higher lows are all the way through this. As of right now, guys, you would say this is a crucial level to hold. If it loses this level, you're coming down to this level here, which is already drawn on the chart. You can see it. So we've bounced off this prior area of support we saw before. That's going to be an order block. Into this. This is now next area of resistance. You can actually see that the MDX indicator I have drawn on did that for me. It's automatic. So this is actually the next area of resistance. So what you're looking for is this going to come to here, hold it out. I said it before. Back in, will it then be a higher low? If it is then a higher low, you want to be looking for some sort of ascending formation for a break to the upside, which is probably, it is the most probable thing which will happen, just because we're in an absolutely monstrous uptrend for Bitcoin. It wouldn't even surprise me if we went to 59K after breaking out of the prior high. I said that multiple times as well in terms of measured mood higher. And then here, guys, is pretty crucial. So if it comes to here, makes a lower high and then down to that, then we're looking at another buy here. That would be another buy trade. And then if you lose it, you get stopped out, and then you wait for the retest of that. And then it will probably be the retest of this SR level will be the confirmation for a lot of traders. So it'll be the confirmation for a lot of algo bots. It'll be the confirmation for a lot of professional traders. And whatever retail kind of mentalists are doing on Binance, whatever, they're like, oh yeah, but now it's broken, it's time to buy. That's just not like how you would look at it in a traditional sense. Okay, that's the level to hold. If you lose that level, then it's very likely you're going to see a flush down because there's no support underneath us. And you can see that evidently on the chart because you can see that this happened very quickly and didn't build any support, didn't build any price action support. The next level you'll be looking at is down here. This level here is very important. I actually would say this level here is important as well. So it would be down into this breakout, flush into here. This will be another area of support here, and those are the next levels you're looking for. And what usually happens in big uptrends is you have the snap like this, breaks it, comes into it one more time, and then it just absolutely giga nukes because then everyone's like, oh shit, the structure's broken, all the algo bots start selling because that's how they're programmed, and that's how I program my bots as well. Yo, Max! Written in capital letters. We are only hearing about half of I can slam the microphone, I suppose. But I don't really know if that's going to change anything, legends. Can you guys tell me if the microphone's like a nice sound issue? Is there a sound issue? Play with your hair. It will keep your hands away from the mic. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's back. How long was it gone for? I'm absolutely sick of this place, man. I'm sick of this place. I'm just trying to stream on a freaking YouTube video. And it's I'm in the Burj Khalifa. My internet's dead. It's absolutely the most frustrating thing ever. Like, how is that a thing? How am I living that life? It's because man, I can't even be fucked to even talk about it, to be honest. It's just frustrating. Because I don't know why. It's just, I have really, really fast internet here. Everything else seems to work nice and fast. It just limited me down every time. I can just see it on the KPs. It's like, no, you can't use that. You can't use that. How's it now? Now you're completely gone. Yeah, I'm too high up for the Wi-Fi, legends. It's just ruining it. I'm just like, can't be asked to stream. I'm just going to have to move. I'm going to stream this stream, obviously. But I'm moving to another apartment on the end of this month. So that will be when, hopefully, we get the streams back. I want to do some live trading and stuff. It would have been fun. You know, there's probably going to be a nice short play up here, actually. Yeah, it'll probably be a nice short around here. This is actually moving very, very rapidly. I would say there's probably a nice short coming in on this. Let's have a look what we got. Let's keep it on the 15-minute for now. Let's do some trades, guys, on stream. I will actually bring up the indicators as well because I will be trading with these. Let's actually get this on the 1-minute time frame. This is going to be hectic, but it's a lot of fun on the 1 minute. I actually just get a buy signal on the 1 minute. You look at that sell signal there as well. Nice buy, sell. Bit of chop here upwards. Back in. Let's have a look at the 3-minute as well. It depends on your preference of what you want to trade on. But these lower time frame scalpies, I said 1 minute on the title of the video. So I think we have to stay true to the 1 minute. By the way, this is on Morpheus settings. This is why it's green. All right, I'll stick to the channel. We got a buy signal here already. It's already up that trade. Let's keep an eye on this 1 minute signals, okay? And really zoom in on this. And then we'll whip this down as well. Let's get it down. The 5-minute lechies. Brings me back to the old days. So there's probably going to be a short up around here, guys. We'll see what happens with the indicator. It will show some of the relevant levels. You can see them visually as well. Let me just make sure that's a little bit easier so you can see it. So draw your fibs on, guys, for the Fibonacci retracements. What you're really looking for, guys, is around the golden ratio pocket, and that's absolutely where it's coming at. So you can see these blue zones. How's the internet, guys? How is it? It's really making me feel motivated. It's not a good feeling when you're doing a stream and you just know that probably no one can hear you. It's like you're not speaking to anyone. Sometimes choppy, 2%. Your mic is fine now, bro. How long was it fuck for? Not connected properly. Oh my god. But it's connected. Like when I do other calls and stuff, it's perfectly connected. It's the internet. I promise you. It's because it's doing 100 megabytes, 0. 100 megabytes, 0. 100 megabytes, 0. 100 megabytes, 0. Could talk about it all frickin' day. Oh. All right. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to continue. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's no point getting upset. What can I do? So yeah, like you said on this, guys, this is the indicators. I was saying that there's probably going to be a nice play in between the 618 and 786, and that's actually exactly where all this is coming in this volume. So I will take a trade here, guys. I will take a short. We'll put a stop loss at probably around a couple ticks above the area, which we don't want to get stopped out. So I'd actually say, looking at this logically, there is a wick here. You can put a stop in, but I probably wouldn't do that. I'd probably be a bit more loose and actually go for a stop around this resistance. This will probably get stopped out. And what I can do as well is, this is another way I trade. I'll jump on. I won't do this today because I won't make it too advanced. This is just a bit of fun, okay? Just a scalp trade with you legends. But what I would do is, up here, let's just say I get into a short position here, and then the market actually does come up to this area of resistance, which usually does happen. It just moons up to it. What I'd actually do is I'd probably enter a freaking position at the stop I had to hedge against that. So if it does come back in, I just make the money back from the loss of that trade anyway. But that's a little bit more advanced, and I would use 2 different exchanges for that. Today, we'll do flat TA. We'll come into this. We'll get a short in, and we'll be using Alpha today, legends. Alpha.exchange. I'll show you how to use it. Very, very simple. So as of right now, we're almost there. Obviously, you can chart on this as well, but you can see you can do this lever. I got like 2.5K in here, and you can trade with $2,500. You can get up to, this is 50x leverage, guys. We're doing this today. You can trade with $50,000 or just $2,000 in your account. This is a decentralized exchange, guys. This is my exchange. So I'll probably trade around 10% of this, and then I'll whack in a stop loss above the high and just make sure that if we're putting on about a $5,000 trade, we'll lose like 2% of that if it goes there. Nice little move up, guys, here. We'll keep an eye on this. If we don't get the entry, don't get the entry. That's fine. But we're looking for around 224 all the way up to 52,338. That's what we'll be taking our shorts done. Might be the internet. It is the internet. It's not the microphone, because I do calls. I do everything with this microphone. It's perfectly plugged in. And it's just because it's just the internet. It's not the microphone. It simply isn't, because when I do a video which is pre-recorded, like you hear, this is exactly the same connection setup. Maybe like 10% chance I just fucked it up somehow this time, but I'd say that's pretty unlikely. Let me make sure everything looks good. I got a fuck off beard at the moment as well. I need a shave. I definitely need a shavers. Looking frickin' like I got some beard going down. It's the mic. Don't touch it. It's the mic. Did I just touch it and it did it? Maybe it is the fucking microphone. Surely not. Surely it isn't the microphone. Surely. Right, I'm just going to wiggle or wriggle around with it. Let me just get my chart up. Okay, we're actually mooning back up to it. Okay, let me get this out. The cable of the mic is not working well. When you move it or move the table, it cuts. Really? Maybe you're right then. Okay, I'm gonna... But the thing is, how? Because it works everything else I'm doing. Yeah, well, I don't think it's the actual. I think it's probably the cable to the connection. Let me just quickly mess around with the cable over here. Okay, give me 2 seconds, legends. Oh god, guys, absolute carnage out here. Max, just don't touch the mice. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, what do you mean touch the mice? Everybody's freaking out. To be honest, it might actually be, like, if it's the fucking cable, then it's the fucking cable. But, like, the thing is, it hasn't been the cable multiple times in the past, because I've literally streamed and it's been crackling up. And then I do a freaking video, which is a pre-recorded video, and there's absolutely no problem with it whatsoever. If I don't move, it's perfect. Great. I've just like a fucking statue. Hi, guys. How are you? Oh, you know. It's the great legacy of the streams, you know. I used to be streaming the whole time, slamming them out, kicking off, streams everywhere, perfect internet, perfect microphone sound. And it's all just come collapsing. It's like, you know, the fall of Rome. The fall of frickin' goddamn Julius Caesar. I'm like Persia when Alexander the Great just came in and just wrecked them. It's over, legends. It's over. Look at it. It's all over the gaff. It's all over the gaff, son. All right, let's get a short in a second, okay? Coming back into it. Whatever we get, okay? Nice little trade setup. I'll be degenning some levels, leggies. We'll degen some charts. It's going to be great fun. So around here, we're going to be getting in. When we get into the mid zone of this pocket, that's going to be resistance. Yeah, if you're up and down with internet, it means they are throttling your connection when you are on YouTube. Yes, that's what they do. Yeah, it's mad. It's just like so frustrating that they do that. It's not the microphone. The actual hardware is fine because you're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you have two different variants, so I live stream with the microphone, it's all fucked. If I do a pre-recorded thing where I'm not using the internet and I record with this microphone, it's absolutely flawless. There's not one break. So it's a combination of maybe just fucking no. I'm just gonna have to work it out. Let's just talk about freaking crypto. The fall of Rome, sir. The fall of the Romans. Yeah, this is not degen enough for me. I'm gonna have to like whip it down to the 1 minute for you, like it says on the chat. See what other levels we get. So yeah, it's gonna be nice. Around here, it's gonna be a real nice area to get into something. I suppose we are on the 1 minute here. What we want to happen on stream, we don't care. We can hear you well enough. Yeah, the thing is, you know, you can hear me, but it's just I want it to sound good. I can see address fountain view behind you, lol. Yes, you can see the address fountain view, CryptoSmith. Yes, you can. Yeah, I'm floor 98. I'm nearly on floor 100. It's crazy. On the Burj. Or shall I make it bigger so you can see it? Let me whip this out a second. You can probably see behind me. Yeah, so you can see all this shit. It's so annoying. Why is it wobbling as well? The table isn't... Why is everything just fucked? Oh, yeah. So that's... I got a guitar. I got a little plant behind me. And there's loads of shit out there. You can probably see what's going on. Okay, we're getting a move up, guys. What am I doing? Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. We need to get on the chart Aruniente, sir. Right, we come into this. We'll get into something. What's the... So we got a nice little bit of support down here as well. Whip this back out to the 5 minutes so we get our levels. It's a nice quick move as well. So these usually do get snapped back. But if it goes right to the top, fine, we'll get stopped. And then it could cause some ascending price action. So you would say if it went all the way to there and then back into there and then like this, that's just going to be giga bullish. And we just go for it. And obviously, guys, the macro here, the macro smacko is, you know, I wouldn't even say macro, medium to long term, is up. So this is just a trade you take on the basis that this would be the breakdown up to like this and breaking through. And the long should have been here. So I just only started streaming when we were moving down. So the next trade here is short for me. That would have been the buy trade. That would have been the long here for you if you're scalp trading. And another long will be this level here. You can actually see. It's pretty nice, actually, this indicator we built because it kind of illustrates everything I've said just on the chart. So if you have auto charting tools, nothing's there now, but you actually do have all the relevant levels already plotted on for you, which you want to be looking to either buy or sell, depending on which way you come into it. MDX Crypto, we need some legendary drinking streams again. Let's go. Yeah, they will come, you know, because we are beginning to cruise closer towards a bull market. So that means that there will be a time where the drunk streams will come back. The drunk streams will get back. Yeah, take your phone and go slap Carl the Moon. Yeah, steal his mic and come back. Yeah, good work. Yeah, so what was I gonna say? Yeah. I've said this many times, obviously, guys. Will get back on some drunk streams, but the drunk streams are for bull markets. You don't do drunk streams in the bear market. That's just what noobs do. All right, that's just what little noobs do. We'll ladder into this. We'll start with 2.5. So I'll show you guys. Very simple. You can just smash a freaking order in. You click on this button here, and you can just choose where your stop loss is. Literally directly. I'll just do a stop just to make it perfect and high. I'll probably go for around 52,000, 52,808. That's what I'm going to go for here. So you come here, 52,800, and then whack your 8 in. So I'm going to lose, not that. We're going to lose nothing, basically. It's a small trade. This is just to begin it. What I'll probably do, guys, is that I'll ladder into this because we've only just come into the area we want to be looking at. The area of resistance. We're only at the 618. So if it comes up into here, add some more to it. We'll just dick around with like 5-10K trades. We don't want to be slamming out too much shit on the old DGen life on stream. And this is just to guys be completely open with you. This is recreational trading. Let's just say that, this is not what you want to be doing day in, day out. This is just basically taking the levels. You want to have a bit more of a process here. I'm just doing some fun DGen trading with you. Like I said in the title, live BTC trading on the 1 minute charts. But I'm using Alpha, guys. This is my exchange, my DEX. You can literally you can trade on this exchange 24/7 whenever you want. And all you got to do is just basically connect your MetaMask wallet. This is what it looks, and also there's loads of different ways you can look at this shit as well, because look at this. This guy has customized his account really nice. This is still Alpha Pro. This is Alpha Pro. It's alpha.exchange, but it's called Alpha Pro on here. And he's actually customized. If you actually make this bigger, the actual trade terminal, you can actually really customize this and use all your different things, put all your different charts on. It has TradingView Pro built into it. So if you haven't got TradingView, if you haven't got a TradingView account, you can actually get a TradingView account on Alpha, because if you click on TradingView, you get a TradingView Pro here. So you can do a whole host of different things, guys. You can put charts, volume, whatever, add on indicators. And this guy's obviously got his nice little setup here. And we have a bunch of tickers as well on alpha.exchange. Right, let's see what we get, legends. Lovely move here from buying down here. If you managed to get into this SR level, this was before stream, but this would have been a relevant area to get into. And then a short from here, guys, would be really nice. Whether you come, back down into this and break through, fine, that might happen. But I'd say this could just be the level where you get a higher low, and at least then you can move your stop into a break-even trade and continue up higher. The TP on this really would be laddering in some TPs. One would obviously be here, and laddering in some TPs on the way down. It doesn't really look to me as though this short trade will be the ultimate crash. It could be, but I think it's unlikely, okay? What you want to look for is if it comes and retests that high. So we got my internet connection bad. Is my internet connection... It's the stream, bro. It's the stream. The stream is fucked. The stream is shit. I'm in the Burj Khalifa, but the stream is shit. Something's happening with the Wi-Fi. I know. Guys, just don't even mention it, okay? Just don't mention it. I can't be arsed. It's just like... I just want to have it so I can just answer questions and know it's all smooth. I can pre-record this and chill. I'm going to have to just... I don't have massive control over the internet in this apartment, because this is a rented apartment. My next place will be my apartment. It's going to be unfurnished. I'm going to move in. It's going to be my shit. I'm going to do my things. So it's going to be different. Yeah, it's just garbage. It's frustrating. Just don't mention it. What? Okay, we got here. Oh yeah, Alpha UI is clean. Yeah, I tried to make it as clean as possible. Let me actually look what that looks like on the stream. I tried to make it look as clean as possible for you guys. Make it simple. Actually, it does look a little bit different to this, to be honest, because on stream it's looking like it hasn't got some of the. It's not picking up everything. It's not very high quality. It's not like 4K. Oh, God. It's just like, guys, please. Anyway, we'll see if we get a little nuke off this. We're in the area at the right now, which could act as resistance, because you're seeing here 2 blue rays. Actually, so when you have you see this area of blue is darker, or like say like deeper than this area of blue. It's because you've got 2 areas here, which are in confluence with each other to get some resistance. And then obviously you have the Fibonacci levels as well from here to here. You have a Fibonacci retracement. So if you inverted it, what you're looking for here is basically, here's the low, here's the higher low, and then you get, back up. But this is just one setup you can take. The trade really is going to be, it's going to be like this. My stop was probably down here, and then we're looking to target lower prices, okay? You want to target down towards here. See what you get anyway. Depending on how tight you want to do your stop. So you want to get it above here. You want to place some levels. And if we do come down to this, then that could be nice, because essentially what you could be seeing, if you get this trade back down and it breaks here, let's just say it does something like this, comes in, another lower high, breaks down, then you could be looking for that, and it could actually be the whole end of this, but I think it's less likely, okay, to get that on this specific trade. We will see, but we will only know when the price action tells us. When the PA speaks is when the market moves. Oh, I just touched it. Probably wrecked the whole stream. Great, 300 people. Guys, can we all hit the like button just in, if you feel like, you want to help out, the algorithm with all this awful internet. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe I should change the VPN over to something else again. It's a strange one. I don't know. We'll have to just work it out in the next department. And I'll have to just, fiddle around with the settings to make sure it works. But it's chilling, Smash up the likes, yeah. Hit the like button for the, maybe if you smash the like button, the internet will start to work, Yes, they are not throttling. They are watching you. Yes, of course. Everybody is watching. I'm such a bad person for streaming about Bitcoin on the internet, like everyone's been saying for years. Only trade, by the way, and gold. Yeah, nice. Yeah, guys, tell me in the chat as well, what is your style? So in terms of what tickets do you like to trade? Are you from a traditional background? Have you only traded crypto? Give me a little backstory to the 300 people who are in this chat right now. It'll be interesting to hear where you guys are all from. South Africa and Singapore. Yeah, and that's I suppose, yeah. South Africa could be good. Man, thank you so much for the knowledge and teaching, for sure, man. That's what it's all about. We're already getting a little bit of a move down on this area of resistance. We actually tagged into that. That's just essentially the sell orders coming in. This trade will probably be going to a little bit of prof. I'll just be degen smashing this. Obviously, this is not the whole position size. I would like to get a little bit more into this area. But in terms of Ireland, Argentina, Spain, lovely. Germany, Latvia, Bristol. What's up, Sam? I know Bristol very well. A little bit of Queen Square, whipping it around. A little bit of the Hippodrome. Go up Park Street. Buy yourself some clothes on Park Street. Go to the blue place. Can't remember its name. Blue Spot. Smash up a little bit of what's that place called I used to live? Redland. A little bit of Redland. Well, we get you a little bit of a move. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Blue Lagoon. Yeah. Good old Blue Lagoon, Get some Jamaican food. There's one thing about Dubai. There's just hardly any Jamaican food in Dubai. There's an opportunity here, I think. My style is think I know what I'm doing and then lose money. How long have you been trading for? Guys, put in how many years or how many months. So just type in 2 months, 3 years, 10 years, 1 day. How long have you guys been trading in the chat? And it is an AMA, guys. Ask me anything. I am going to sit here and answer questions. Like, these are the things I like to do. I'll trade it live. I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. And then we'll do some questions. Obviously, this isn't a massive reaction right now. I'd like to see a little bit more of a confirmation of lower. But you can see, guys, that, just going by these classical principles, you see the price has moved very rapidly. And it's stopped in this pocket of resistance here between the golden pocket and this blue area here. And it's very nice. And guys, Fibonacci levels, I've gone through whole fucking, okay, everyone's typing in here. I've gone through a whole revolution of fibs because I started off a very, very very, very basic Fibonacci's, and I went to very complex Fibonacci's, like extensions and other ways of changing the numbers around, etc. And then I've just kind of come back again to the beginning and been like, you know what? The most basic fibs is the best. And who knows why Fibonacci numbers are so powerful in nature, just by basically essentially taking a number and then the previous number from it, and then essentially adding them together or times them together, and then creates the next number, which then you take that number, then the prior number, and then you times them together. That just sequence is just kind of mental how it comes up in nature so much, and it definitely happens on the charts as well. I actually have a whole video called Fibonacci Mastery, Fibonacci in my trading course. So if you have my trading course, I'll show you actually. You go here, you click on the academy, you go through. I'm going to keep an eye on the chart though, so we are actually in a trade right now. It's nothing big though. I'll probably just market smash out of it if we flip. Yeah, so this is the trading course, the academy. You click on start course, and then it should pop up with all of the lessons. Yeah, like what is technical analysis, candlestick patterns. And then if you go to, this is a really good video here, relative strength index mastery. And also we have Fibonacci mastery. It will be we have Uber Fibs on it as well. So we have Fibonacci mastery part 1 is the one I did. Then we have part 2. And then we have Fibonacci mastery Uber Fibs. And that's actually one of our team members did that. Lord Dumpu did that. And then we have risk management 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 risk management modules. Obviously, it's very important. And then we have position sizing, risk management, expectations in trading as well. Kieran did that one, journaling. But yeah, you can come and get this course, guys, from mdxalgo.com. And yeah, it's the best course. In terms of the people who actually are in part of that course, it's the best course you can get in crypto for sure. You know, there might be a better course in trading in general, but it's one of the best courses you can get in crypto for sure, legends. There's no way. But I couldn't even imagine there being anything else which could be added to it anyway. So it's probably one of the best courses you can buy just for the amount of people who are in it. It's not just me. There's other people who are in that course as well. We have Kieran, we have Lord Dumpu, Chris, myself. And it's fully comprehensive. Those 30 lessons, if you just watch those 30 lessons, the whole thing, you're going to get a lot of knowledge. So guys, I missed all these things. 4 years. So 4 weeks, 4 years, 3 years, 5 years. Lovely. 2.5 years, 9 to 10 years, 8 years, but I come and go. 3 years, 2.5 years, 6 months, 1 year. Yeah, we got this is good numbers. These are good numbers. These are people who have been trading for a fair bit. MDX Crypto. Do you think Dixie will slip below 100 in the next few months or so? I'll look at the Dixie now for you. Leggies. The old Dixaruniente. So Dixie's had a nice little... He's too low the time frame. So, yeah, so I was saying on the stream with the guys the other day, I was saying that I do think, yes, Dixie's going to come to this trend line. It is actually at, 2 points of data. It's not perfect. This will be the 3rd point of data, which will make it better. Oh, God, I can hear the camera going off. I just need to not have this on the internet side. Oh, God. What a funny life I live. In the Burj Khalifa, multi-millionaire. Can't even work out a good stream. So, yeah, this, again, this is an important level for sure. It's 2 points of data, so it's not massively relevant, and I don't put much relevancy onto diagonals anyway. But, this is a crucial level we've got in here where it's an SR. If we come back below it and see it as resistance, I do think the Dixie will come down to below 100. 100 points is around here. This area it found support on. If you see that, guys, and you see that, it's just gonna be it's gonna curl over. And I do think the time period on Dixie, it's amazing Bitcoin's doing so well. Considering that you do have Dixie rising. And I've said this many times, guys. A lot of guys no, if the Dixie's going up, it means Bitcoin can't go up. I was beating the drum on this. I was saying, guys, there's going to be a time where Bitcoin's going to go up, Dixie's going to go up, SPX is going to go up. The Dixie is more correlated to gold, and gold has been going up, but it hasn't been going up as aggressively, okay? It's been doing a little bit of meandering stuff on the sidelines. This is what I've drawn from the beginning. I do think this is what's going to happen to the Z Gold. I think the target is 3,000 points. or $3,000 for per ounce of gold. I do think this will play out on gold. This will have a great impact on the BTC market as well, because if gold's rallying, the first thing you think with BTC is, digital gold. So I think it's going to be a very, very good free marketing campaign for Bitcoin when gold's mooning. And then, yeah, so I do think ultimately, this is what we're going to get if we don't get above this trend line. If we come up to here, we break above here, find it as support, then yeah, I think it's continuation. And that'll be a very similar trade to what we got in SPX at the start of the year. And I was talking about this very nice SPX trade. This is S&P 500. You guys know that this is one of my very successful trades at the start of the year. And I was calling this from down here. I was saying, guys, I think it's going to be a very good first 6 months of the year. We had the break of trend back into support. We came up to all of my levels and hit them up. And I said by the end of 2023, I do think we'll be at the all-time high. It just took us till January to get there. So this has been a very, very nice trading environment for me. I've had 2 of my best trades ever in SPX. My longs from down here, had great longs. I actually got a very, very nice long here as well. This is one of my best trades. I would say it was one of my biggest percent wins, but it was one of my fastest wins on SPX. I was trading on Prime XBT actually with that. And yeah, so it's been a really, really good time for me, SPX trading. This has all happened exactly what I thought. The last trade I got into is here. This hasn't played out. This has been stopped out. We didn't get just any major rejection. I still do think we will probably come back beneath the all-time high at some point. If it wants to charge on, fine. But these 2 long trades have been very, very successful. This one wasn't as successful, but that's fine. You can't get everything. But logically speaking, going by textbook, I would have expected a little bit more of resistance from the all-time high. But it just goes to show, guys, there's a lot of liquidity in the market and there's a lot of printed dollars going around. And, if you came to the Burj Khalifa and wanted to get an apartment in 2020, it would be pretty much half the price that it is now. And that's due to COVID obviously had a massive lack of demand because everyone was getting ill. And also there wasn't fucking $6 trillion more dollars printed. Everything's gone up 40%. The consumer price index is up 40%. If you go on Trueflation, do love Trueflation. I can't find the tools though of it. Let me find Trueflation. I always have to skim through this and find it. Trueflation is the thing you should be looking at for sure. It's like one of the... Oh no, what are they doing? Oh god, don't do all this crap, Trueflation. Just give me the numbers. They're not doing some bullshit, are they? Like, we're going to launch a token which means nothing and you get governance on the CPI so then you can decide what the Fed does. No, don't do it. So US inflation's down to 1.76% over the last year, so it's come down significantly. But if you make this longer, which I can't because I don't have a subscription probably, or some BS, you can also change that to the UK market as well. So they've taken off the... Oh, they haven't. They haven't taken off the UK. UK market's still a little bit higher. But anyway, this year has been significantly lower. But if you go back, more than a year, if for some reason it won't let me do it year to date, yeah, you need to make a fucking subscription, of course. Of course. Monetization. So if you go back a few more years, they used to give it out for free, but obviously they've just changed their business model. But yeah, if you looked at this, go back 3 or 4 years, this will be like 40%. And Trueflation is actually using a more... You could say this, okay? There is going to be, probably things within the index it uses, all the things it comes together to create its inflation rate, which won't be perfect. Like, no index is going to be absolutely perfect. But going by what the different indications they're looking at in terms of what are they measuring to get what actually is the inflation of all of the industries they're going through, you're going to get like a... Let's just say you're going to get a profoundly closer number to the true inflation rate, other than going by how governments come up with their calculations, because governments are incentivized to make those numbers look small. Trueflation are incentivized to make those numbers look true. And, they might be a little bit over and the government might be a little bit under, but overall, you can just say to yourself, look, it's not the government number and it's probably not Trueflation. It's probably somewhere in between. So Trueflation is going to be overall better, more accurate representation of what you're going to get. Hello, how are we? The internet's been absolutely shite. Yes. It's been absolutely garbage. So yeah, this is we'll see what happens if we get this nuke off this. And if we get up here and then we can't get above this high, I'll probably add to this short and see if we can get a nice little move down on the old swingaroonie-ente. But hold here, back up, get stopped, fine. Yes, where are we? I'm quite happy actually just to put this at a stop here, break-even trade, and just like wait, get stopped out at no loss, and then just enter an extra short. That would be a nice way just to mitigate the risk on the bonds. Even though there's no risk, it's fucking $2,500. Where obviously you've seen on this channel me placing much bigger trades than that in terms of like 300,000-400,000. Yes, it's all looking a little bit better. We got 800 kilobytes. It must be so bad, the stream. Okay, yeah, my missus said the price of size D batteries have gone up. Not sure why she wants them, though. Yeah, you legend. 4 weeks, but following your streams from the last bull run. Investor then, but trading now with your indicators. Lovely, yeah. That's exactly what you want to be doing. If you're an investor and you want to like take your kind of skills to the next level, you still have your investment strategy and your investment portfolio. Keep doing that. You know, keep DCAing to things you think are good, and you know, don't just throw all your investment away. But if you want to take your investing into a different realm and maybe learn some new skills like scalp trading or medium-term swing trading, yeah, definitely MDX Algos, the product I have, mdxalgo.com, it's got all of that there. It's scalp trading central. You can use it for bot trading. We've got how to trade medium-term swings. Obviously, you know, I just use my trading bot now for the medium-term swings. We're not in a trade run unless I've got any current positions. No current positions right now. The trading bot last trade was 12.7% up. And yeah, you can see the last trade has done people some good schism and izza. But yeah, we've actually got 435 followers now of the trading bot. But most people are following my spot trading account. And my spot trading account, yes, does have lots of profitable trades in it. But the issue is that, you know, this is just me buying Bitcoin at relevant levels I think are good. Essentially just DCA, spot buying. And then allowing the price to rise, and that's why these are all open but all in good positive P&L. But the thing I said before is that this isn't really what I speak about. I don't speak about the money I make from my DCA or my swing trades as much as I speak about making more Bitcoin, because the Bingx perpetual futures contracts will make you more Bitcoin. So the percent you're seeing is the amount of more Bitcoin you make. On the Bingx spot, you're just seeing the increase of US dollar valuation for the Bitcoin I bought. So this is good. You can copy this if you want. I wouldn't recommend it. You know, this is only up 26% since I've been on it. But you should really be looking for this. You know, this is what you should be looking at. Something going on here in the chat. Let's have a look where we are on the old VIP. Yeah, you really want to be looking at on Bingx. So guys, we've got 435 of you guys who are looking at this bot. And most of you guys are following the spot. So I wouldn't do that. I would follow my perpetuals because, you know, spot's great, but it's not going to make you as much money as the perpetual futures, because the perpetuals, guys, if you go on the trading bot, is up 4.5% gross profit, which is obviously great, but it's not the net profit. My phone has got 20% battery. I have to use this, aren't I? Let's see what happens if I plug this onto my phone. Did that work? Oh, I missed the call as well. Oh my god. That was so retarded. Oh god. Streaming takes over. But yeah, so it's up 4.5%, 4.5 thousand gross profit. Let me get back to that, sorry sir. But the net profit is 1.5 thousand. The gross loss is 3,000% with a gross profit of 4,500. When I trade with the bot, I get much closer to the 4,500% profit than the net profit of 1,500% because I use the advanced trading. So I use the trading bot. Obviously, it does it for me, but then I actually do use this advanced trading strategy because I created this strategy. This is my trading strategy, which I use. And you can come and read about this and just be like, okay, well, how can I get the bot closer towards the gross profit number. And like I'm making 1.5%, but how can I get close to that 4,000%? And that 4,000% is achievable. You're not going to get it 100%, but it's more achievable to get towards that 40x instead of 15x by utilizing this trading strategy. And this trading strategy here, using the bot, will get you closer to the gross profit. Okay. I've spoken about it before, but guys, links in the description. You know what to do to access the trading bot. Get a Bingx account. Okay. And then you need to use my referral link because my referral link actually allows you to gain access. Okay. And I'll put the link for it in there. It's already pinned. The pinned message is the trading bot. So if you click the pinned message, you can read about the trading bot. We'll see what we get here, guys. I might move my stop into around... Oh, thanks, babe. Yes, I am hungry. Thanks for the note. There we go. Can you read that, Legends? Can you read? You'll probably be on the old... Yeah, so let me... We've had a really, really bad stream. Because the internet's just all over the place. Yes, I know. $52,000. I'll just do it for the stream. 52,003. Yeah, it's been absolutely gack. It's been... This will get me out at a 10 cents loss. So now that trade is essentially locked in. Obviously, guys, this is just a small position size, but you can see by doing that, I'm in a position which is in profit at 12% profit. If I do get stopped out, I lose nothing. So essentially, I've just mitigated my risk completely. I can leave that trade on without worrying about it. Who cares? I don't lose anything. Lose 10 cents. If you were trading, say, 200K instead of, say it's a $2,500 short, and say you were doing a 250,000 short, then all you have to do is just times up that number by essentially... So it'll be 100 times more, so it would be $100 loss, which is very, very good on that size. That because obviously if you have a $250,000 short from here, you've already made 12% on that. So do the math. It's pretty good. Pretty good going. That's going to be at least nearly $3,000 profit. But I'm not trading with massive size at this point on alpha. Okay, I just want to reiterate that point. This is more for me to trade live with you guys. You guys can take the positions. I'm not saying that this is financial advice, so you should do what I'm doing. I'm just saying that you can... It's hard to just say anything, really. Don't do what I'm doing, obviously. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But you can look at what I'm doing, and you can take it for what you take it as. Anyway, we'll see where we go. This probably, to me, looks like it wants to hold up around here anyway. I think it's unlikely that this will be it. You know, I think it'll be probably one more into it and then maybe back in and then we do it. It'll just take a little bit more time. Yes, if we just do that, fine. We got the short in. These can get pretty aggressive to the downside, but I'd say we're probably going to get one more pop into this and then back through, and I'll just re-enter at that point because 0 loss. Yeah, is it all good? No cutouts. Okay, sick. We're back. But it's because I'm being very tentative. If I do this, I guarantee you the stream on your end looks wrecked. We'll talk about Gareth Soloway. I have no idea. I don't know if you've seen this video, but I have no idea what he's been doing. He's obviously made no money on Bitcoin for this year, essentially. I don't know whether he was getting long from 14K. Probably not, because he started shorting 30K. So he's obviously just, he's a good example of someone, it's actually hilarious how he calls himself a master trader, but he's a great example of some very just honest kind of beginner mistakes. Like, I don't think he's doing this maliciously to make people lose money. He's just, generally speaking, just a little bit ignorant to what you should be really looking to do. It's just a very, very schoolboy error he made, where it's, when you have people... when you have people who okay, or yourself or someone you know, when they start trading, you know, they have this tendency to try and always go against what's happening. Now, they'll be like, oh my God, the market's rallying, so I need to start shorting it because it's gone up. You know, it's kind of like just trying to catch a cannon being fired out of a fucking ship right now. The price of Bitcoin's rising, but he's just consistently trying to sell it. You know, essentially would rather be right than rich. And the issue is that you just keep hitting your stop loss. And if he's been shorting the market all the way up, if he hasn't got any long exposure to spot, then he hasn't capitalized on any of this move, which is mind-blowing to me. That he would just think, why wouldn't you just... The thing about this game is there's only one button, two buttons and one direction, sorry. So there's two buttons, red or green. Like, if you're just consistently losing money on your fucking hitting the red button, just change the fucking way you're clicking. But it's just down to psychology, because people would rather be right than rich. They would rather try and not be wrong about the market, so they'll just try and keep shorting it until they are eventually right, which could be missing 500% up and then making 10% back. So it's... yeah, people don't want to be rich. They want to be right. And that's what you have to fucking change in your mind. You have to be... I would rather be rich, so I am more than happy to accept that I am wrong sometimes in the pursuit of becoming rich. Don't just be like, no, I'm always going to be right. And if it doesn't go... If I think it's going to go down and it starts going up, I'm never going to go with the up. I'm just going to go with the down and be like, no, I'm going to keep trying to go down. Just means you're essentially just... Your psychology's all mixed up. You don't want to make money. You just want to gamble. So we had a nice little reaction off this bit. I don't know if any of you guys took this trade. I think Gareth tries to trade BTC like the stock market. It's not the same. Well, that's just another thing I just disagree with, man. Like, Barry. The thing is about markets, they all trade the fucking same because they're all traded by human beings, and human beings haven't changed. The only difference is about Bitcoin is that it's a smaller market, so it's more volatile and the moves are greater. So if you've traded the stock market for long enough, you realize that actually the stock market is essentially trading exactly the same as Bitcoin, but in slow motion. Just because the bigger the money there is, the more difficult it is for it to move quickly because it's more difficult to have lots of money. So there is no difference in the way things trade because human beings trade them. The only difference is at the speed they trade. And essentially, there's no excuse. You know, if you can trade the stock market, you can trade Bitcoin. If you can trade Bitcoin, you can trade the stock market. I actually find it very easy to trade the stock market because I traded Bitcoin for so many years now that the stock market's almost like trading against someone who is literally doing shit in slow motion. It's just like, I'm kind of like, I'm Neo. Like, I'm just like moving faster than them. Like I'm Morpheus, just blasting them up with a massive gap in my teeth. You know, I'm basically Morpheus, just morphing into something real quickly and just getting into positions before they can because it's slow motion. But yeah, this is a nice little trade, guys. So in the chat, did anyone take this nice little short play here? Obviously, it's not happened massively to the downside, but you're in a position now which is profitable at a nice copy of %, which would be very juicy. Let's just nuke it to the fucking lows. Come on, guys. Hourly time frame's got a decent wick there. When does the hourly close, though? 7-minute close. Pretty dire candle close if we get that. Good work. Like I said, guys, not financial advice. I'm not saying to take these positions and these trades I'm doing on the screen. I'm just doing them live with you. I have the position here. Obviously, it's not a huge amount. Like I've said, I'm not going to giga them out. So the last big trade I did on stream live was a $300,000 short from, you know, that it was exactly the same trade as this. So it was a higher time frame trade. You know, I'm not going to be DJing 300K on the 1 minute, but it was exactly the same trade as this. We had a lower low coming in. So say there was a lower low, and then I was looking for that lower high trade, and then the market just went like that. I'll find it for you in a second, but let's just watch this play out. There's a video of me. There's a live video of it anyway somewhere. Chat revenue, £7. Thanks, guys. Who's watching today anyway? If you put a 1 if you're in the MDX Algo community, so if you're a VIP member, put a 1, and put a 2 if you're not a VIP member of MDX Algo. Because there'll probably be a lot of guys here who are just in the MDX Algo. I put $2 at 50x on this trade. Legend. Oh, yeah, we've got a lot of MDX Algo legends in here. Yes, we've got Simon in the building. We've got Eggy. Dustin's not part of the crew yet. So anyone who's put a 2, you should be a part of this community over here. You should definitely join MDX Algo and be in the MDX Algo VIP. This is where the shit goes down. And also you get all the indicators you can see on the screen as well. It's trading education platform. So essentially, if you want to become profitable, get MDX Algo. You'll get there much faster. If you already are profitable and you want to hone down your skills and become more profitable, get MDX Algo. It's the motto, which I don't like using because FTX used to use it, which is fucking annoying. But it's by traders for traders, essentially. It's built by traders for traders, but I don't like using that because that twat called SBF used it. I might buy just to support. Yeah, come on, brother. Yeah, lifetime. Get a lifetime subscription. Lifetime's great. Honestly, there's so many lifetime legends. We've got, I don't know, fucking 200 people with lifetime subscriptions, which is massive because obviously you have it forever. I might buy just to support. Well, yeah, you can buy it to support. You know, essentially, the company costs about between 20 and 30,000 a month to run. I'm not at the point where it's not making money. We have lots of customers. We have lots of people who use it. But yeah, you can buy it to support it. But I would say buy it for yourself. Honestly, buy it for yourself. Just get an MDX Algo subscription. Buy it for yourself. Use the trading bot. Get a Bingx account. All you got to do in this game, honestly, if you're a beginner, you're not going to get the information from anybody else. Like it's as simple as that. You know, like even people in this market who are calling themselves master traders. This guy's calling himself a master trader, and he's drawn a line from a high, right, through 2 points of data, which is, yes, please. I just got a little note saying beef on it. You've got a guy who's got a man bun essentially as well. Anyone who has a neck like his neck also, it's very difficult to take seriously. But you've drawn a line from arbitrary random point, which doesn't mean anything. Like, why would that high mean anything? It's just a line going from that high. And you have, so the first where it starts doesn't mean anything because it's not a resistor. What are you doing? It's not connected. So this is a 2 points of data trend line which he shorted. Obviously now he's got wrecked again. But this is someone who's calling himself a master. Fuck me, this is dangerous. Like, this is not mastery in any way. This is just amateur, if not gambling. And maybe he's good at, like, teaching people shit. Like, you know, in terms of, like, maybe helps them with their psychology or whatever. Or maybe helps them with, you know, like a driving instructor. Essentially, like, you know, a driving instructor will teach you how to drive, okay? But most of the driving is going to be done by yourself. And he's just going to show you the gears and give you a bit of theory, right? Maybe he's just, like, kind of showing you the right direction. But he is not a professional master trader himself. There is no way that... That's the reason it's dangerous, is because he's not... what he's doing is he's using the size of his channel and the length he's been in the market and everything as a reason for him to have some sort of credibility, which he doesn't have credibility. You can't be putting out content like that and then saying that you have credibility, because any professional trader would say, this is ridiculous and laughable. This is gambling. One line and you're just shorting into one line. It's a line on a screen with 2 points. Anyway, the moral of the story is this. You're not going to get that kind of information from anyone else in the market. It's as simple as that. I'm looking at the camera right now, Legend. I'm looking at you. You're not going to get that information in the market. That's hand on heart. I've seen the market. I don't fucking communicate with these people. It's not going to happen. So if you have a Bingx account using my trading bot, which is free to use with Bingx, which is great, and then you have an MDX Algo account, you're going to have a 1,000,000% more chance of being profitable in trading than listening to Gareth Soloway. I'll tell you that right now. So it looks to me as though, Leggies, you know, looking at this market structure, we've got some nice defined levels here. All the levels are plotted out. Look, it's still carving out these high lows on this slightly, you know, zoomed out perspective. I would have to say I think it's probably still going to continue higher. I'll leave this short open. I won't even bother TPing it. You know, at the end of the day, this is just a short for if we're going to break here and break here. If I don't get that, then fine. I'm more than happy not to make the tiny amount of money it is anyway. but it's just there for a practical example. So you have here, you know, an idea. So I still do think that it's probably going to continue up, guys, on this, and there's nothing going against this. It's even had a decent buyback off that. If it peters into some sort of sideways formation, it's probably up. We're still making consistent high lows on this. So this is going to be a short-lived short. And then these two levels here, you could even draw something like that, guys. It's just coming into something. It's just more likely to break to the upside. When you have these pennant formations, which are 50-50 if you're flat, if you come into them bullish, probabilities you come out of them bullish. So I would say that the continuation is still on the cards. The only change I make from this being maybe toppy, becoming the top, would be this first level would be a crack in the windshield. This level would be very, very bad for the price of Bitcoin if you're a bull. Because if you come down to here, you rally off it again, you break it, that's going to be a big problem. And then if you see that as resistance, that's when you get into the shorts. You could, you know, essentially, like I have here, get into a short where I did, and then you have a preempted short of the break. But I don't know where this is going to break. I'm just taking this short because maybe it happens. I don't think it will happen, but maybe it happens. So I'm in a position which would make me money on the way down. It's not, like I said, a massive hedge. But I would say that the probability is probably continuation. But like I said, what you want to be doing with trading is essentially, everyone thinks, you know, trading is like poker. And there is an element of trading that is like poker, but I don't really like the crossover between the two. And I don't really like that as an analogy for trading, because poker, the part of trading that is like poker, and it is true, it is like poker. And I do make these analogies before, because there is a big element of trading which is like poker, and it's that poker is essentially a risk management game, you know, because you need to know when to cut your losses, and you need to essentially kind of play check up with your emotional biases and stuff. So you don't just like, oh, I've got a great hand, I'm just going to go all in, but then someone's got a better hand, you lose everything. It's like they say in poker, it's when you have a good hand is when you lose everything, because there's always someone else got a better hand. And that's where you have to hold yourself back and have good risk management, because you have to be like, okay, well, this person's continuing. You have to be a very good judge of character and very good judge of... There's a skill in it which is quite nuanced to poker, but the main element is that you need to know when to cut out and say, look, the probability from the cards I'm looking at is that he could actually be better, and I'm not going to take that risk, and I'm going to just cut out and then lose maybe a lot of money, but then have the patience and be calm enough to not get tilted and then go and run away with all the money and then actually just play again from the beginning. That's very, 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 very close to trading. But the thing about trading is that it's not like poker, because trading, you can have a way of setting out positions very, very far into the future. So you can plan much further into the future than with poker. With poker, you literally have to wait for the cards to come out and then make a decision. With trading, it's just completely different. You can plan stuff so far, and I think what it really is actually more like trading is like playing chess with an element of poker in there. It's much more like playing chess. It's about logically thinking 2 or 3 steps ahead of what the market might do. And just over the experience over the last 10 years, it's just more like chess, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to prepare and plan for what could happen. It might not happen, but it could happen. Similar to chess, you're preparing and planning for 5, 6, 7, 10. You can do 20 steps ahead. You're going to win every chess match. So if you can be like, okay, well, you're in some sort of situation here, you know, where the market looks like it's bullish, high low to high highs, and then what you're doing is you're playing all these relevant SR levels, and say you're getting into a short here, you're getting into a long here, and you're getting into a short there. What you're doing is you're essentially like building up all these levels, which kind of like cover every single outcome, okay? And that's what it's all about. It's about not saying, oh, I think the market's going to go down today, so I'm going to short, and if it doesn't go down, I'm going to keep, you know, selling it. No, it's about saying, I don't really know what's going to happen, but I'm going to prepare and plan at the relevant levels for what might happen. So let's say you've bought here at support, it's rallied back into it, you're in profit. You then short this level. You don't know if it's going to break the low. You short here, which we did on the stream. And that's what it's doing, is you're essentially covering this position for the potential chance that, yes, this is the top, because eventually the top's going to happen. And if you're in that position there, you've caught it without even knowing it, and you're already in the position. You've kind of played one step ahead of the game. hasn't even shown, like the market hasn't even shown the weakness, but you're in the position to catch the weakness. And then that gets stopped out, means you don't lose any money because it went into profit, and you just continue the cycle. And then if I'm in this short and it comes to here, I add to it, bring it down, and then my stop loss is just at this level. So it's like playing chess, but with an element of poker involved, which I do understand in terms of the risk management side. But having said that, maybe chess is about risk management as well, because you don't want to risk it's about what fucking thing. I'm trying to think of what they're called in chess. You know, whether it's a queen, a knight, a castle, or a fucking bishop, what unit are you going to sacrifice? Any more questions, legends? Just batter me with questions. I want to chill and answer questions. I'm not happy about the old stream. Yeah, let's go. Drunk stream / DJ stream in the VIP tomorrow. Let's go. I got excited going from 4 to 8 MB of RAM in my home-built PC way back when. Bitcoin gives even more excitement than that. You know, whatever floats your boat, bro. If doubling your RAM in your computer is giving you significant excitement, you know, then fair play to you. But I think if you look at my computer, I don't know what the RAM on this bad boy is. I'm probably going to give away the serial number, so I'm not going to do that. But this computer is, I think it's like 46 gigs or something. This is the MacBook Pro Max. Everything to the top. Costs like fucking 5K. But I just thought, you know what am I doing? I didn't manage to get the Max the last time. I had the M1. I had the M1 Pro, which was actually fucking amazing, and there's not much difference, to be honest. But the good thing is that now I know that this will probably last me 2 years, and I won't have to worry about it slowing down in 2 years. It's just going to kind of like be fast enough for like a couple years in advance. Like the M1 just slows down over time. What's everyone's opinion on trading card NFTs? Bingx, not UK users. Bingx, not for UK users. Yeah, you can use Bingx for UK users, yeah. So well, technically speaking, I haven't even done KYC. So I have a Bingx account. This Bingx account here, I've like literally got like $65,000 in this right now. So this account's tradable. I use this account. I've done no KYC on this account, okay? So you don't need to do KYC on Bingx. That's the great thing, and that's why I like Bingx. And my trading bot, if you go on Global Elite Traders, click on this, and you click on MDX Algo, you will find the trading bot which will trade for you. And this is completely free. The way we monetize with it is via, you know, the essentially Bingx. Everyone who trades with it, we get a small fee of trading fees. So that's how it works. We don't take a fee from your profit. I could if I wanted to. I could say I want to take 10% of all the profits made. It's 0% on Bingx. It's also 0% on Bybit as well. We just make money from the fees we'll spend on the trades. And then that essentially allows me to monetize my strategy to you guys. You then get to use the profitable trading strategy, which makes you money. I make money on the fees. I use this trading strategy myself anyway. You can read all about it, guys, here. But the bot, okay, let me just say one thing as well. The bot itself is one way to make money, but there is another way to make money with the trading bot. And if you want to get closer to that 4,500% profit, you want to read about this advanced trading strategy, which I used. And this is essentially just a way to mitigate the drawdown. In the drawdown periods, you're going to essentially mean that you get closer to the gross profit, because the times that the bot loses, you can turn that into either net neutral periods or profitable periods, depending if you actually use leverage to go against it. So say the bot, let's just do a good example on the hourly time frame. It's really, really good, and we're going to build a system which actually will automate this out for you, but it's very difficult. We're finding it very difficult because there are a few small things that can be quite detrimental to the trades if you don't get it right. So there's a little bit of a manual input, but it's fine. Manual input's fine. But let's just say this, right? So you have the trading bot. It got long here and it took profit here, but you can see the market still continued. It hasn't got into another position yet, but you can see that the market has still continued. So after a big win, what I usually do is I counter trade these positions because the bot has a 6 out of 10. It loses 6 out of 10 trades. So say a good example would be here. You have a winning trade here, and then you see this buy signal. It did eventually come into around, you had about 1 point, what was it? It was exactly, the trade itself was a 1.89% loss. But what I would have done is, because it already had a winning trade, usually it doesn't have multiple winning trades in a row because it's a swing trading bot. What you can do is you can actually, when you get these signals, you counter trade them. And if you counter trade them with leverage and a higher amount than the spot portfolio, which is using it, buying and selling, you can actually make money on these moves. And then this loss, it will always be a loss on the numbers of your trading bot because you leave the trading bot running. It's always going to have a losing trade. But you could on another exchange, you could have made 10% on this move because the market actually fell in a very, very short period of time. It fell 4%, okay? So if you had have shorted when it said long, you would have made 4%, which would have essentially mitigated the 1.89% loss. So it takes a little bit more experience. It's advanced because you have to have a stop loss. You have to understand when to apply this strategy. You have to... The technique is that if the bot is winning many trades in a row, the next one is more and more likely to become the losing trade because it's 6 out of 10 win to loss. The win rate is only 40% or 38%. So if the win rate's low and you say it loses one trade, it loses another trade, it loses another trade, you just know you're getting closer and closer to that win. So the closer and closer you get to that win, the less you hedge against the positions. You can make fuckloads of money doing this, guys. Honestly, this is what I've kind of come to over like 10 years of trading crypto. I'm automating more and more and more and more. For me, this works for me. Yes, I probably could spend another 200K to like build a fucking bot which does it all automatically, where it trades against you automatically. But the problem is that there are a lot of extra little kind of nuances into taking a position, which would be a counter trade. Because if you think about it, which exchange, it's going to have to be 2 separate bots, 2 different exchanges. You're going to have one which is hedging against it. And you don't want to have it so, the bot then counter trades the ones which are winners and then doesn't get out appropriately because you're going to take out losses from the big wins. I think the biggest win it had, nice little dump there. The biggest winning trade it's ever had, it's got, max winning trade is 66.61%, which is insane. That's on 1x, guys. 1x leverage. So in one of its trades once, Bitcoin went up 66%. That's fucking mental. Which is enough. If you have 2x leverage, that turns into 120%. You have 3x leverage, you're at 300%. Using freaking 5x leverage. Just times that by 5, and then that's what you made. Right, let's have a look where we are in the old trade. So right now, we're up $11. Oh my God. We're absolutely creme de la creaming it. But just a good practical example of a trade. And you can see, guys, that really simple. It came into that that area there, that pocket, which we were talking about, between the 2 golden ratios. This is slightly more colored than this one, but I actually would say they're both pretty much the same as each other. You see a lot of 786 retracements. And it's funny, the fibs, because... And then that area there with the auto charting tools shows you as well. But it's funny with the fibs. I started fibs very simple. And like very similar to what I'm doing now, Fibonacci levels. And then I kind of moved away from the simple shit and went all like advanced and was doing extensions and looking at different ways to draw them and different number patterns and stuff. And then just last couple of years, I just kind of come back to just the simple shit because it just works. Like you don't have to overcomplicate things. Everyone's like, it makes me laugh when I hear people like, yes, actually, I'm a very technical trader. I'm extremely technical, in my trading. And I'm just like, so what does that even fucking mean? Like it doesn't matter how technical you are. Like if you make yourself really technical but still don't make as much money as someone who's not technical, it's just a waste of time. So actually, I use very technical analysis when I look at the market. It's like, well, how much money do you make? Like, I don't give a fuck how technical you are. If you're looking at all these bullshit indicators and all these things flashing on the screen and still don't make money, doesn't make any sense. Like all these guys who are like, oh yeah, he's very, he uses a very advanced, technical strategy. It's like, what's his P&L? Because most of these fuckers aren't even making that much money. It's all about what you make. That's all that matters. It's not about win rate. It's not about how technical it is. It's not about any of these things. It's just about how much money do you make. That's the ultimate representation. And also trading is very like I've said in my VIP group many times and other streams, it's very easy to just quantify whether someone is good at trading or not, because there's a very, very simple arbitrary number which has to go up for you to be good. Like there's not like all these weird little like crazy little tiny things you can do, and you're not. It's like art. You're like, oh, you know, he's a great artist because of this style he uses with his paintbrush. It's like there's no real like way to quantify like how good a painting is, because everyone has their subjective idea of what that painting is. So with trading, there's none of that. It's just like if your number goes down, you're bad, and if your number goes up, you're good. And the more the number goes up, the better you are, and the more the number goes down, the worse you are. And that's it. Mathematical. It's a mathematical equation of how good or bad you are at trading. It's just by the amount of money you make, which is actually kind of good because it gets rid of all the bullshit. Like, I use this quant strategy where we have an algorithmic machine learning indicator which tells us exactly the pinpoint precision of the 1 microsecond chart, and we buy and sell with our high velocity trading bot. And all that garbage. You're like, so how much money to make this year? Oh yeah, we didn't beat the SP 500 actually. The SP 500 went up 600% and we only did 400%. Well done. That was a waste of fucking money, wasn't it? I actually kind of agree with the guy in the chat. Modern art is kind of shit. Like, modern art is actually shit, and sometimes they make it shit. Sometimes the premise of the art is to make it bad, so it's good. And like I said, it's all subjective, and sometimes someone could look at a piece of art and be like, wow, look at that, it's incredible. And then another person go, what the fuck is that? And that's the kind of thing all about it. It's like anyone can think it's good or think it's bad because everyone has their own brain and their own lives and their own experiences and all that shite. So, you know, anything can be anything. But like with trading, my point is that it just can't be like that. You can't be like, you know, I lost 5,000% last year, but I have a technique which is different to everybody else, which makes me good. It's like, no, dude. Nope. Number went down. You're a piece of shite. I don't want to offend anyone who's actually losing money right now. Just to be completely fair, you do lose money at the beginning because you're shite. And that's fine, because everyone's shite at shit at the beginning of when they started. But yeah, if you are getting wrecked, just read the book Market Wizards by George. I always forget his fucking name. The German guy. It's like some Schweiner. Bad with names. It's not Mark, because that's Mark Douglas. His book on... Mark Douglas has a great book on trading, just like kind of fundamentals of it all and everything. It's really good. You can listen to the ebook. It's actually really good. And then also you've got Mark Schweidner, I think it's called, or it's George Schweidner. It's not Mark, is it? Because Mark Douglas is the other book. I'm bad with names, but I just know what they are. But yeah, that's if you read that, you'll just be like, yo, I'm chilling, like I'm cool. Like, because all these guys in the book are some of the best, most respected, profitable traders of this generation, or maybe ever. And like, they all got fucking wrecked. It's kind of funny. Like, usually the most profitable traders, or the people who become the most profitable traders, are usually some of the most unprofitable at the beginning. It's actually kind of, must be something to it. Maybe it's just to do with, if you lose a lot of money in the beginning, it's because you don't know what you're doing, but you did have the appetite to take the risk, and you do have to have the appetite. Is it? You can talk, babe. Like, you don't have to whisper. A whole one, yeah. Of course. You don't have to whisper, babe, on the stream. It's all right. You're part of the crew. I'm just chilling with like 277 people. I don't know about you, but classical Greco-Roman and Resonance art is timeless. Resonance art. I can't even say that word. That's how lack of art knowledge I have. The Renaissance. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, you know, Greco-Roman and, you know, this Renaissance art. I don't know what that is. I don't know what style that is. For me, art is something I like things which are like very, very difficult to create. So like, let's just say you have some sort of. I went into this art gallery in Dubai the other day, and there was this just like very, very, very difficult, like intrinsic's not the right word. It's very, very difficult, complicated things like sculptures which people have created. Like, say there was a golden gun which had like a clock built into it, and it was like this very, very complicated clock inside a gun which had all these inscriptions, and it was handmade and shit. I think that's amazing. I think that's art because it's so difficult to do. I think things that are difficult to achieve are the things that are respected, because essentially, like I said before, you know, the reason that chopping's mental, babe. I'm trying to speak. It's like chung chung. Yeah, like say it's like the reason people congratulate you for things and say that's amazing that you can do that is because they can't do it because it's hard. Like, and when things are difficult, it means they're scarce, and the scarcity factor means that they are respected because they are difficult. So if something's really, really difficult to do, I think that is essentially how I quantify art, because it's like if it's like insanely difficult, I could never do that. That took 25 years to do, and it looks incredible, and it's difficult to do. I would just, that's art for me, because it's like, wow, that's how I quantify it in my head. If you have a guy like Damien Hirst who just gets a fucking canvas and then just puts like a blue blob on it and says it's art, I'm not buying that shit. Mate, we're on 0 kilobytes. It says 0 on the screen. Babe, are you on the internet? Oh, God. We're getting wrecked on the internet again. Yeah, so I think that's how I look at it. Streaming is not receiving any data. It says here, I think the internet's just gone. Can you guys hear me? I think we might have lost the internet there, legends. I don't think anyone can hear me right now. You guys can hear us? Had to refresh the browser. Oh my God. But yeah, I was saying that's how I quantify art, is just by it being good or difficult to do. Where's everybody watching from around the world? We've got like 280 people watching. Where's everyone watching from? With music, it's slightly different, because music doesn't need to be difficult to create to be enjoyable. So with art, especially, you know, I think art in itself, for me to quantify it being good art, it means it's difficult to create. Okay, that's for me how I just look at it. Like there might be something cool I can look at, but it's not good. With music though, you know, yes, obviously complex music is amazing, but I think because human beings have this like rhythm within them, like, you know, some music doesn't really have to be that difficult to create, but it to be very, very like addictive and good. Maybe I'm not even making the right point here. Maybe it's the same thing, but it's like yeah, like art and music. The way that like music, the thing is about art as well can be easy and be good. But I would just say that great art for me is quantified by the difficulty it is, and like maybe music's the same, but I think music's kind of has an extra element to it where you can have a very simple song which sounds very good, easy to make, but it sounds good and it's good, but it's just because the melody is clever. Holland. Best exchange for UK users, just use Bingx, man. The link's in the description. Get a Bingx account or use my exchange, alpha.exchange. So this is my DEX. And you can trade on this from wherever you fucking want, because it's mine, and no one can tell me what to do with my DEX. And they can fuck off, basically. It's no KYC, no VPN, no SBF, no BS. That's the tagline. It's no bullshit. You can't do it. But yeah, this is essentially all fed through Singapore. So regulation-wise, there's nothing that anyone can do. The US government couldn't even stop this because essentially they can't go and invade Singapore. If they try and sanction Singapore, then there's gonna be a whole other shit. So my exchange here, Alpha Exchange, is the best exchange to use if you really can't, use anything else. But Bingx is great. You can also use my trading bot on Bingx. No position open at the moment. The copiers are doing well though. This guy had 2K on his last trade, which is good. But yeah, we got like it's actually grown. I think that's gone up 10 people. So 441 followers. So if you come here, guys, you can follow the bot. It's going to probably have to be capped at 1,000. Obviously right now, because the community is in this video, like the core community, all of you guys will be able to get access to it. But the thing is with the trading bot, there probably will be a limit. I'll say like 1,000 people, because we don't want everyone to be buying the same price, which the bot is saying. This bot will probably be 1,000 people max, and I'll keep cycling people in, and then I'll use a slightly different bot I have. I have other systems as well. We'll design something else, which is a slightly different bot, which maybe has a slightly different price it buys, just because we want to, stay true to low slippage and profitability. Because if, say, everyone in crypto started trying to use my bot, the bot ain't going to work because it's not going to be profitable anymore. But that's not going to happen, obviously, because not everyone's going to move into the MDX bot. But yeah, if everyone did start using it, that would mean it wouldn't make money. So we'll have to see how big it gets. Right now, it's very profitable, works very well. And maybe in time, the thing is about my trading strategy with the trading bot is that most people don't get it because it loses more than it wins on win rate. But it makes a lot of money because it catches the swings. So it's pretty interesting. So like that, I think that's what keeps it profitable, because most people don't want to use that strategy, or they haven't got the patience for it. Definitely haven't got the patience. Sometimes it loses for 6 months in a row. Like anyone in crypto is not waiting 6 months to make money. That anyone in traditional finance is not waiting 3 months to make money. Then people just don't wait. They don't wait to make money. They want it all now. And then as soon as they get broken into it, because they essentially lose so much money trying to chase a short term, when they get broken until they're like, okay, I'll actually just go long term. And then they'll maybe make it all back. But yeah, no one's doing that in crypto. No one's waiting 6 months to make money in crypto. And even in traditional, it's not happening that much. But there are some decent traders. But we've been streaming for quite a while. Who's in the stream, guys? I think I saw is Stu. Are you still watching? Stuart G, are you still watching, mate? I won't name who you are because we don't want to give away anyone's identity. I saw your name a second ago. Secret Agent Man, I know that name. He's in the groups. Legend. Mickey G, Barry. Barry's got a fucking badge. He's a G. Barry BKT. If you want to get a badge and be a fucking... I don't know what word would be good with B. I was just going to say, like, if you want to be a fucking... it's easy to say a bad word with the word B. It's a lot like, if you want to be a fucking G, all right? You want to be a gangster. If you want to be a leggy, you want to be a legonde, you want to be a legondette, if you're female, get a badge. This is probably going to rally now. This looks pretty good on this lower time frame. Got basically a full green candle with a bullish hammer next. Pretty nice little reversal candle there on a lower time frame. It comes to there, it holds that. It'll probably pop up to around here. But I'm going to keep my short because the hammer needs to close. It's got a little bit more time. You are a legend. The real Legend Eve is here. Yes, she is. Absolute G in the groups, in the VIP groups. Got Lord Dumpu as your mentor. He's saying that the banter between you two is just hot. Hot bants. Mate, from the current level of BTC, should we short or sell? I'm thinking of... I can't... What is that, mate? Putting? I'm thinking of putting a really big position. Mate, yawned. Just don't do anything. Don't do anything here. There's nothing really here to like trade on. Like if you want to go on 1 second charts and fuck around with some levels, fine. But there's nothing here right now to trade on the back of. The last levels you can see on this chart, because obviously if you click on auto charting tools, it'll say it one more time. I don't even need to put the levels on. You can see all the levels on this chart. The level to get in and to buy was here. This level is going to be a buy as well. So here and here is a buy. These two levels. Oh shit, I just moved the microphone. That's going to fuck it up. Right as of now, we're kind of in no man's land. You know, that would be up here, a pretty decent one. We just got into a short. There might be another short at the high price as well, back in for a higher low, continue. But right now, it's kind of no man's land. I would just say that generally speaking, I think the price of Bitcoin will rise. On the balance probabilities, looking at the price action right now, I do think the price action will go up, not down, continue the uptrend. But if we lose here and here, you know, if it's down to that and then here, and then we lose this, then I do think, you know, that's the line in the sand for me, is this level here. If we lose that, it's time to go down, sir. Record in the mixer. That's it. That's the nuke. So I think it would be probably something like this. Maybe down into here, a little small bounce, wrecked down to that. Probably another bounce, maybe even up to here. And then it could come back down, and then that would be the break. But I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just saying that this is the kind of what it would kind of look like in terms of the price action, how it would look when it came to... If you're looking for bearish, you're looking for descending formations, okay? So you're looking for lower highs coming into it for a break, because it means if you know, the other way. And then for ascending formations, you're looking for... Let's just say this turns into some sort of ascending parabola. What you're looking for is the price action to keep, you know, making those higher lows. And then that's a good way to identify whether the price will go up or down. Simple as that. I'm ready to put 6 lots on a buy position at 51.6, 51.7. So, mate, lot size is much more of a term that you would use if you were trading FX markets. So when you say lots, what is the size of one lot in US dollar valuation? Because in most of the exchanges, you're trading derivative contracts. So, you know, in terms of lots, what are you talking about? What's your size? When are you going to eat, Max? I think when am I going to eat? It's on the chef. Huh? Whenever I want. Is it ready? Technically ready. What does that mean? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll eat in a minute. I'll do a few more questions and then I'll bounce. How has Max not taken a bathroom break on this entire stream is for real? I've been drinking this as well. You know why I don't pee that much? If I've, like, you know, had a good sleep and well rested and all this kind of shit. It's because I put a little bit of salt and lemon in every glass of water I drink, which means that you actually intake the fluid instead of it just going straight through you. So just put like a little half a lemon, squeeze it in with some bits, and then some Himalayan rock salt. Not fucking table salt, legends. I'm not saying put in sodium bicarbonate into your water. You will kill yourself. Put in a Himalayan rock salt, and then put that in your drink, and then also put some lemon in it, and you just don't need to pee as much when you drink water. Talk about CRO or something. I think it's going to go up in the long term. That's all I care about. I'm an investor. Do you think Ultra will hit ATH again? Let's have a look at Ultra Ski. Let me see what Bitcoin's doing actually on the low 5 minute. Let's have a look how the trade's going. What are we on now? We're on the 3 minute now. This is on the 5 minute. I'll put it on the 1 minute because we'll stick to the title. Bitcoin live trading on the old 1 minute. Obviously, guys, just a practical example of a trade. The entry price was around here, wasn't it? 52,200. Literally was the top, actually. And now we're getting a nice big nuke. I'll just draw on where the entry is. Where's my fucking tools? Sorry. The price was what we got in. 52,297. So that was what we got in. We'll let this one run. It's only $15, obviously, but profit. But yeah, this is what happens. Like, I would actually have liked it to come up a little bit more, so I could have laddered in a bit more to this. And I was saying that we were going to trade between 5 and 10k. I don't think this will break here. If it comes all the way down, then fine. We've got the position. But what you think is going to happen and where you're practically positioned are two different things. That's why I always say that trading and analyzing are two different things. When you're trading, you're essentially playing chess against the market. When you're analyzing, you're trying to come up with an idea or a pathway. But guys, come and trade on Alpha. Honestly, we're doing big volumes. We're on a $7.1 million. I was going to say fucking hell, 71 million today. I was like, wow. $7.1 million volume, trading volume today on the exchange. And that's saying something because we're not anywhere near the daily close yet. So the daily close is going to be in London, because obviously it's set to London time. We've still got, a good 5 hours of trading, especially because it's 24 hours. So this will increase quite a lot. It'll eclipse 10 million. So we're doing like $10 million volume a day on the exchange. Everything works smoothly. We've never had a moment of downtime. We've never had any problems with anything, not hacking or wallets. It can't happen, essentially, because we don't actually have any access to any of the wallets. It's decentralized. So it's not like you hear, oh yeah, KuCoin got hacked, all this shit. It can't actually happen on our exchange. So you log in with your wallet, you can trade, you can get up to 100x leverage. We used to have it up to 200x, but we took it down because it was just too mental. And you could only trade $5,000 anyway with 200x. So 100x is pretty good. But yeah, it's come check it out and give us feedback. Go into the VIP group. Sorry, you can come to the free group. I'll put the free group here. So if you go t.me MDX, I'm gonna put this in the chat actually. Is it getting cold, babe? Okay. No. I'm gonna come and eat in a minute. I'm just gonna answer a few more questions. Max has the bladder of a Greek god. I'd tend to agree. So yeah, if you go t.me/MDX Trading, that group, you give us feedback. This guy actually has his alpha set up like this. But yeah, really great exchange, guys. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You don't have to use it as your main account or anything like that. I don't even use it as my main account. I just use it as a place where I can hedge against positions. And like, say you're long on Bybit or you're long on Bingx. Say the bot is like massively long and you're making some money. What you can do is you say, okay, this position's pretty nice. I'll get into a short, like we said here on stream. That was a nice short position. And, you can essentially do that on alpha. So you're taking the profit away from a other position, which is in a long position. So you're long from like 19k or something. It continuously goes up and you're making more money, but you don't want to take away from that long from 19k back in the day. So what you do is you just hedge short against that long on another exchange. And then essentially what you're doing is you're just taking profit off that long and you've still got it open. Because the price of Bitcoin might not ever go to 19k again, and you might want to hold on to that for the whole market cycle. So what you can do, instead of taking that position off, you just go, okay, well, I think the price was going to go down. So what I'll do is I'll hedge against that position, and then essentially you're taking profit into alpha by doing that. And then you own that crypto sovereignly in terms of you're not making money on exchange, you have to extract it. You can just literally move that money from alpha into your own wallet because you're taking profit into your own non-custodial wallet. Very, very nice. So yeah, it's nice, decent little entry, guys. That blue line was the entry for the short we got into. That is pretty much exactly the top and came in very nicely on the resistance level we had. I was on the 5 minute and I said, look, probably going to get a reaction off this. Let's just wait for the MDX algo auto charting tools to show the level. So what happens is on the auto charting tools is that you hit a level and then it will actually kind of show So if we came through this area of resistance would disappear. But the reason it hasn't disappeared is because it wasn't actually eclipsed in terms of the order book. So this area here is still going to be resistance. We actually came into, it's actually pretty mental how accurate it is. It actually came into that blue area to the dollar. It literally tagged into that, and it was like, no, all the sellers came in, rushed it back. So that is a really, really nice area there, which was a short, and that's exactly what we did. To be honest, wasn't expecting it to come down this far on that, but nice trade. That's what I'm saying. You got to play chess against the market. You know, you just take the short regardless of any other thought process. You take the short, and now, you know, it's being a little bit more aggressive than I thought to the downside, which is great, you know, because I'm already short. But, you know, I still do think ultimately, if we hold above this low, if it comes all the way down to it, that's more bearish, but I think that's another buy. I'll take profit on that level. If it comes to there, I'll take profit for sure. But if you get that and then we come back up and then you actually get another lower high, then you do have a descending formation, which then essentially could be coming back down to, let's just say, this level. And then you're already in the short, because if you get the bounce off that, then fine. If you break it, then you're even more happy. And then if you get there, guess what? You re-add. So you bring down this position to there with double the size, and then that's when you make the big guns. That's why you make those trades which you just look at and you just smile. You're like, yep, I'm in, break even, can't lose the trade. Right now, I can't lose this trade either, but obviously, this is just a practical example. Like I said, this isn't just to try and make loads of money. This is only up. The percentages is nice, you know, 40% up on the percentages, but I only managed to just DJ in a tiny amount. So if it nukes down to 30k, then it will probably make some money, but like it's unlikely going to happen. But yeah, alpha.exchange, guys. The URL is alpha.exchange, Alpha Pro. It's my DEX. We've had it running for, I don't know now, six or 7 months. Not had 1 second of downtime. It's been running the whole time. Not 1 second. And, you know, I've been a little bit hesitant to start really promoting it because I just want to make sure it all works. It's an exchange, you know, everything's going. So I think towards, you know, the middle of this year, we might do some more marketing, really start pushing it, maybe even do a token sell for it, start pushing it out there a bit further. But I take things slow. I'm not just like one of these projects which just fire into shit and then, you know, oh, let's do a token, let's do this, let's just have a billion things we're trying to do all at once and then fuck it up. I'd much rather just be like, look, take it slow, let it run, let the fucking order books fill up, and then we can talk doing some bigger marketing. Just take things slow. Seriously, the tortoise does win the race. It does. The hair just gets blasted up. Anyway, I think my food's ready, legends. Yeah, check out Alpha, check out Bingx. The link's in the description, so you can use the MDX Trading Bot for free. You can also come and check out this. So if you click the pin message, you can read all about the MDX Trading Bot. We actually put these nice steps here. So step 1, step 2, step 3 of how to use the trading bots. We also have the advanced features, so you can actually use the trading bot with the advanced trading strategy. Definitely recommend coming and reading this. Just go to mdxalgo.com/automation. The pin message on this is where you get a Bingx account completely for free to use the MDX Trading Bot, Alpha Pro, as well as my exchange. We got 1 trade on. You know, I was expecting to have a few more trades on the volatile side, but, you know, you can't. I suppose I could leave my stream on. I could leave the stream on, okay? Don't worry. Legends. Hit the like button. I'll leave the stream on. And I'll eat some food and I'll come back. Because we were going to do a giga stream, but it's just like everything's been pissing me off with the internet. Okay, let's go. I'm going to eat now, legends. You'll probably be able to see me in the reflection of the mirror. Let's eat. And basically what I'll do is I'll just turn the sound off. And then I'll let the stream run. What I could do actually is do maybe something like, yeah, I suppose we could do. Yeah, everyone's battering the likes. Do you guys tell me in the chat if you want me to leave the stream on, or shall I just leave? Someone's just blasting the emojis. Use Alpha Pro, man. So this guy said, hey, man, question. Leverage trading will be down, yeah. So what you should do, mate, honestly, this is the only thing you should do. Alpha.exchange is my DEX. You can trade it here. Also get a Bingx account. This is Bingx. The link's in the description. You can use my trading bot with Bingx. I think in the description, I have other DEXs as well. Alpha Pro is great. Phemex you can use as well. Just go to the description box below, mate, and get, because Bingx you will be able to trade with no KYC, and Alpha Pro. So you can go and read the description box. I've got 4 exchanges. Just use those exchanges. They are the best from what I use. It would be a good idea to TP some of this, to be honest. But it's be, like I said, it doesn't even matter about the size, so be funny if it just absolutely nuked. Well, I don't think it is. I think it's going to hold up. I think it is going to continue higher this. So I do think if you are in a trade, it would be a good time to get some profit off. I do think it will rise. I'm in the short, but I think overall the price action will probably rise. But for, you know, the sake of my position, I'll just leave it on because it's very small. But for you guys, if you're on bigger positions or whatever, you can go and take some profit on it. Getting down to here now, hitting the top side of it. Right, I'm gonna eat now, leggies. But yeah, if you want exchanges, Alpha Pro, so just type in alpha.exchange to your URL. Also get Bingx, the links are just go to the description box and get Bingx and Alpha Pro. They're the 2 places which you'll be able to trade like a legend out there in the gap. All right, see you in a sec. Yo, we still have 100 people here. You're absolute legends. But, got some questions. I might have to end it. We'll see. I assume I need to purchase a VPN to use Bingx in the UK. I think you need a VPN, yes. But I have heard of people who have managed to get on without a VPN. But you probably do need a VPN. But get Surfshark. If you go to the links below, scroll to the very bottom of my description, and it says more great platforms, and then get Surfshark, and you get it for $3 for a year or some shit. I think they're offering it like $4 for a year, 83% off. So yeah, get Surfshark, really really great VPN provider. The link's in the description box. But yeah, just grab it. It's one of my referral links, so they give you bonuses and stuff. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up, Leggies. Good stream. Annoying what happened. The trade is fine. We had a nice little trade on stream, which was fun. But yeah, overall, guys, great. If you want to use the trading bot, the MDX Trading Bot, get Bingx. And also go and look at how it works on mdxalgo.com/automation. It's the pin message. And yeah, annoying that the internet was so fucked up. But I'll probably be able to do some stuff with it. I need to get like a better thing, you know, for the internet, better router. But yeah, guys, if you can hit the like button as well on the way out, all that kind of great stuff. Get a Bingx account, links in the below for the MDX Trading Bot, and use Alpha Pro. This is my exchange. It's a good bit of fun, and it's somewhere which you can use, and you don't have to use a VPN, don't have to use KYC, don't have to have any of that shite, no SPF, no bullshit. It's all good. But yeah, I love you and leave you guys. Have a great one. And yeah, check out the links in the description to use the products that I use. I'll see you later, guys. Bye-bye.